Krishan, thank you for joining me from Mumbai to discuss Augustya's perspective of the exclusive licensing agreement you signed with KneoMedia on Thursday. What gives you and your team the confidence that KneoWorld can achieve sufficient scale in India's private education sector? And why has the Augustya team chosen KneoWorld as its core technology to build edutech business in India?
Thank you for having me, Alex. It's a pleasure. We are extremely excited by our partnership with KneoMedia. The reason for this is, as you point out, India is an exciting market, and we have gone far and wide and had various options looked at, and even considered doing development from the ground up. And then we came across the team and platform and the technology at KneoWorld, and we are convinced that like us, the founding team at KneoWorld is long-term greedy, which means that they've made the investments in technology, they've made the investments in getting buy-in from globally recognized educators during the development phase of their technology, and that is the reason why we are extremely excited about the potential of this now becoming a class-leading gamified learning platform for India. And we sincerely believe that given all the work that's gone in, given the fact that there's extensive gamification, so learning is not a chore, we are extremely excited about the prospect of rolling this out in India across the private schools network.
So, Krishan, what is your strategy to grow the sales pipeline, and what barriers to entry do you have to overcome to achieve scale here? We obviously know that the market seems very large, so how do you crack it?
Well, Alex, I think that you made a critically important point in your question there, which is the market is extremely large, and that size and diversity is both a challenge and an opportunity. We are trying to do this in a very focused manner. In firstly partnering up with what we believe is India's leading school in the private domain, and the school is an extremely well-recognized thought leader when it comes to the adaptation of technology in its learning methodologies. So what we intend on doing is focusing on the elite private schools in tier 1 cities, and there's about 25 to 30 of these. We are in extensive discussions with many of them already, with a view to having most, if not all of them, as adopters of our technology and platform in the course of the first couple of quarters. Once these early adopters are on board, we are extremely confident that as a result of the successes that they will no doubt be able to show, and also our marketing that then will span out into a wider group of schools, private schools across the country, we will be able to reach phase 2, which is more mass adoption. So it's going to go in phases. We believe that a focused plan, which initially targets the elite private schools as early adopters, is the way to go, and that's already in place.
So KneoMedia's recent ASX announcement referred to a first sale to a respected private school being relatively close. Can you talk us through the engagement you've had with this school to date, and why are they attracted to the technology?
Sure. So, as I said earlier, this school that we are quite close to, formulating an arrangement with is probably India's leading private school. Is probably one of the globally recognized schools when it comes to adoption of new teaching aids and technology as part of the learning tools that they deploy. Very educator-led school. We've had extensive interactions between the KneoMedia team, the educators at KneoMedia, ourselves, and the faculty on the school side, the management on the school side. We've had multiple presentations to the head of school, to small groups of educators from within the school, almost a town hall type presentation. It's been a very extensive back and forth, and I'm pleased to convey that our excitement with the potential of KneoMedia's platform is absolutely shared by the school, and they are as confident as we are. That deployed within the context of the learning of the school, it would be an extremely creative and exciting addition to the buffet of options that pupils currently have.
And just one final question, Krishan, before I let you go. The Augustya team seemed very well credentialed in the banking and finance and private equity sectors. How are you applying those skills and networks to create an edutech business in India?
Well, thank you for that compliment. We've all had very interesting and diverse careers, spanning the world, and we've been very fortunate in that. some of the things that, all of these experiences have taught us is, I said earlier, long-term really focus on, making good outcomes occur for, our investor base, and also discipline when it comes to execution. So the operating metrics of the business are therefore going to be extremely strong and well tracked in order to be able to create growth and scale at the speed and quality that we desire. Also, as a consequence of all of us having spanned India and various parts of the world during our professional careers, we like to think that we are fortunate in being able to approach and reach virtually anybody in this country, given the strength of the proposition we have. So our aim is really over the course of the next couple of years to build a globally sized, scaled, and world champion when it comes to delivery of education, technology-driven education across the public and eventually private school systems in India.
Fantastic, Krishan. Really appreciate you joining me today, and all the best with developing that in India. And we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Alex.